My name is Shirley Folmer.
Okay. And Shirley, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a retired teacher. I taught for 31 years in a variety of levels, elementary, junior high, high school, reading. I've been retired since 2007. I dabble in community theater, and I'm taking care of an elderly father and my husband's mother at times, and keeping busy.
That's wonderful. And now, your mother, so she's still living?
My mother died in 1983.
Okay.
She was at the age of 61. She had a sudden heart attack.
Oh, how sad. I'm so sorry for your loss. What was her name?
Hilda Sara VanWinkle Sando.
Okay. And anything interesting about Hilda?
Oh, lots of it. She went to work, I think, right out of high school at the Lebanon Paperbox Company. But then she went into the SPARS, which is the Women of the Coast Guard.
Oh, and what does SPAR stand for? Do you know?
I do know. SPARS was the nickname for the Coast Guard Women's Reserve, and they take the name from the motto of the Coast Guard, which was Semper Paratus, and then the English translation is always ready. So SPAR is Semper Paratus, always ready.
Okay, that makes sense. So in the Coast Guard, wow, that means, was she on a ship?
I don't think she was, by looking at her records. Also, about the name, a spar is a mast on a ship too, so it kind of has a double meaning there. But
okay.
But I don't think she was. I could never get her to talk about her service time. I used to bug her, and then after she died, I asked her sister, my aunt, and I said, Mom never would tell me about the Coast Guard. And she said, well, sometimes women in the service were looked down on at that time, and she just probably didn't want to get into it.
Wow. Well,
I thought that was a little sad.
Yeah, it is sad. What is your sister's name?
My sister.
Or who did you talk to, your aunt or your sister?
I talked to my aunt.
Your aunt, I apologize.
Who died in 2011, Dolly Salzer.
Okay. Well, what do you know about your mother's service to our country?
Well, I know that she went into the service in 1944 and was at certain places, Palm Beach, Florida. And I actually didn't know she was at these places ever. In Indiana, the Star Barracks in Brookline, Massachusetts, and it says Rockland, ME. I'm taking that to be Maine, and Indiana again, and she was discharged in March of 1945.
So how long did she serve altogether?
Only about a year, a little over a year, and she was a Seaman first class.
Wow. Do you have any other information about her service?
Well, really not much.
Okay. Do you have a picture of her there?
What
did I see? Oh.
I have a picture of her in her uniform.
Isn't that wonderful? Now that's a dark colored uniform, and I understand you also have one of her real uniforms here. Was that the dress uniform?
I am not sure. I was looking on the internet. I have these pins too. Mm-hmm. I was looking on the internet about the uniforms. Every picture that they show of the SPARS uniforms on the internet is dark blue, and I think they said that was the dress uniform.
Oh, so the
and
white
you
one
would think
was
you
the
would
band.
get your picture taken in your dress uniform.
One would think, but I just wasn't sure.
I don't know either, honestly. I wish I did. I was trying to find out information about the SPARS.
Well, so by her not talking about it, was she giving you the message that she would not recommend other women to serve in the military? Did she ever say anything like that? Like, don't you dare join the service? I mean, did she ever...
Oh, no. Actually, she never told me not to dare go into any field. I know I became a teacher, and I know she was proud of that, but she really wanted both my sister and me to consider nursing.
Okay.
But we both ended up being teachers. But nursing is what she would have liked. I think maybe our family didn't have a lot of money, and nursing school was less time and less money. So that could have been something too. I don't know.
All right. Well, did any other members of your family serve before, say, the 7th of December of 1941, when the World War II was?
Before that?
Yes.
I do not know.
You don't know, okay.
My father was in the military, but that was during the 40s in World War II.
Okay.
He served in the Marines in World War II.
Do you know if her parents were supportive of her decision to enter the military? Did she ever tell you that much?
My mother's mother died very young. She was only 41 when she died. My mother was the oldest of 6 children, and I do know this from my aunt and my mother telling me, their father, they were the oldest two, he wanted them to quit school and stay home and take care of the younger children. And they both kind of put their foot down and said that they weren't willing to do that. And so they finished high school. They both finished high school. And then it wasn't long after, well, she graduated. Yeah, it was 4 years. And, you know, she was like kind of pressured by her father to leave high school.
Do you know where she's buried?
Yes, I do. She's buried in Grandview Memorial Cemetery in Annville.
Okay.
I guess it's called Annville there.
And you said she was a seaman. Do you know what a seaman does?
Well, I don't have the papers with me, and I couldn't find the websites that I was looking for, but I did find out that they did all sorts of things, and some of it was clerical. Some of it was driving vehicles, and I don't think she did that because she never had a driver's license that I know of.
Okay.
So, as a matter of fact, my father tried to teach her to drive a couple times, and she just was panicky behind the wheel. So,
Okay.
I don't think she drove vehicles.
Okay.
Radio operators they worked as, I know. Also, so
okay.
I don't know.
Well, now, I believe you told me that you have her discharge.
This is what it looks like.
Very interesting.
The back has her fingerprint.
Oh, really? Let me see the back. Oh, there is a lot of information on the back, so that's kind of her service record then.
Right, and this is where I'm getting my information because
Sure.
I don't know. But she,
Well,
16th of March at Boston, she was out.
It sounds like you're really proud of your mom.
I am very proud of her, and I really wish she would have shared more about her service. She applied for some kind of veterans compensation after she was out and got $120 for 12 months.
Wow,
So,
$10 a month. My goodness.
Right, but I thought there was something on here about the... Okay, monthly rate of pay when discharged was $66.
$66 a month.
Mm-hmm.
People couldn't hardly live on $66 a day right now.
No, and the travel allowance to travel from Boston, Massachusetts to Lebanon, PA was 5 cents a mile.
Have anything else? I'll just stop by saying thank you, and it was a pleasure learning about you and your mother. And we're going to be writing articles that will appear in the Lebanon Daily News. When I have this, my notes all together and the video edited, I'll send you a copy and see if I have everything accurate.
Okay.
And then make sure you're okay with publishing.
Okay, thank you very much.